Hey Tech Math, here are the guided notes for 6162 in case you missed them. Notice up here too, your homework for today is homework 1 and 2 and it's on my website. So for the bell work, I asked name some typical measures of length, capacity, and weight here in the U.S. And some of the ones we came up yesterday were yards. We came up with miles as well. Anything that had to do with cooking, so we did teaspoon, tablespoon, pounds, that are equal to 1. You can come up with your own feet. Or you can do it as 5,280 feet over 1 mile. Both of these options work because no matter which one you put on top, it's still 1 divided by 1. Same thing here, we can do 1 pint over 16 ounces, or we can do 16 ounces, I'm going to do the shorthand here, over 1 pint. Either of these work. I told the class yesterday if I ever give you anything where I expect you to change these, I will give you the conversions of 1 to whatever it is. But basic ones I will expect you to know. So I expect you to know up here for gallons that there are 4 quarts in a gallon, 2 pints in a quart, and then 2 cups in a pint. Basic things like that I'm not going to give you the conversions for. So for 6.2, we're going to talk about using conversion factor fractions. So we need to be able to change from one unit of measurement to another. And to do this, we multiply by a conversion factor fraction, which is what we were doing back up here. And the way that I'm going to show you this allows us to cancel out the old units. So if I do 19 feet to inches, I'm going to start by writing 19 feet over 1. That's just the basic thing that we start with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this line and create a conversion table. So what I'm going to do now is across from it, I'm going to say what is 1 foot equal to inches? Well, 1 foot is 12 inches, so I'm good to go. Now what you'll notice is if I'm trying to cancel out old units, feet divided by feet is gone. Now I'm left with inches as my final measurement and we're good to go. Now all I need to do to finish this problem is I'm going to multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, and divide. So 19 times 12 is going to be 228 inches because that's the label I have. And then I get 1 times 1, no labels whatsoever, so I just leave it as 1. Anything divided by 1 is just that number. So our final answer is 228 inches. I know this method may be new for a lot of you, but it's the method I want to start using because it allows you to see that you've canceled out the correct unit and you end up with the unit you want. Alright, let's jump down 40 ounces to pounds. We start out again, 40 ounces over 1. How many ounces in a pound? Per 1 pound. Again, I'm using the shorthand. Well, in 1 pound, there's going to be 16 ounces. So my ounces cancel out just like I want them to. I'm left with the pound measurement. I multiply across the top. I guess I'll write so you know this isn't part of the conversion table. When I multiply across the top, I get 40 pounds over 1 times 16, no label. Simplify, 40 divided by 16 is 2.5. I keep the label that I want. My final answer is 2.5 pounds. Alright, last one. 55 gallons to half cubic inches. I start out with that 55 gallons. Create my table. Put it over 1. How many cubic inches are there in a gallon? Well, in 1 gallon, we are using 231 cubic inches. There we go. So this is that conversion factor, again, that I'm talking about, that we need to continue using. We need to be comfortable using those conversion fraction factors above so that we can use them in our conversion tables below. Alright, my gallons have canceled off. I'm good to go. I'm left with cubic inches. Now I multiply across the top. do my little arrows so you know that this isn't part of the table. And on the top, I get 12,705 cubic inches. Across the bottom, I get 1 times 1. So my final answer is 12,705 cubic inches. And that is all of the notes for 6.1 and 6.2.